Okay, I have to say, although you can still see the grey, I've cut a lot of the grey out. I mean, you can still, when you go, like, my hair's not that dark. Like, well, it is dark. But anyway, my natural hair colour is dark brown near, what's near jet black is my natural hair colour. So, I'm starting to go grey here. Little bits of flickers and a little bit of flickers down in here. Not here, which is great. So, I don't need a touch here at all. But, I'm going to put this out. There's this shampoo. And it's for all hair types. Light brown, dark brown, black, blonde, whatever. Like it just says it for whatever. So it actually says all hair colors. It's just meant to reflect the grey. So it apparently blends. So it reflects the grey. Like the more you use it, the more. So it's supposed to make the grey. It builds up into where your natural hair color is. It's actually, so it's not a color. It's a shampoo. I was starting to use it a little bit. I mean, mind you, I actually just sit there and cut a lot of the grey out as well. But I was just trying to use it just here, just to get rid of the flickers of grey, and it's starting to do it. So there's flickers through here. So I didn't touch here, just massaging here, and it's starting to get rid of the flicker. Although I do also cut a lot of it out, which I'm going to do again tonight. Cut some right out. But it is, I mean, you can see like it's like that little bit there. I mean, well, I say that, but then you've got a big grey bit there. So you can still see, I mean, like, there's a bit of a grey bit there. So, but, I mean, see, I can still pinpoint, like, there's the grey, but that's what it's doing. So, where that would be, like, white, this little bit here, the more I'm using that, it's just sort of blending it in. Oh, don't worry, idiots still think I dye my hair black. It's like, my hair, I am black hair. My hair's naturally near jet black. That's been going on for years. That's because I got wrongly identified as a different person. The information that mental health workers and social support workers actually gathered now since 2015, the description of a person, and I put, let me show you. I know I've actually put plenty of photos up already of this, but the description wasn't me. The description was Shane Childs, Daniel Rackley, so mum's sister's son, Shane Childs, Daniel Rackley, which is mum's stepson, Justin Pascoe. The description of Justin Pascoe came from my high school. It's like, okay, that's not me. Yes, Justin Pascoe you described. Actually, so let me just show that. Because the description that they had of a person didn't match even my school photo. Let me show you my school photo. So then it was assumed, I was showing photos of other people's kids. It's like, no, this is going to be on the joke, man. There's a scam going on. It involves government workers and organisations. Also involves criminals, such as Belinda Jeffries. And obviously my mother's done something, because I used to be a blonde baby. And that's where everyone's getting confused. I'm like, but that's not unusual to be blonde as a baby and toddler and slowly have your blonde baby toddler hair grow out and to be black underneath. Let me show what I'm talking about with that. So I've been black-haired for a very, very young age. Like, here we go. I forgot even about this photo. This photo here of my great-grandmother. My God, I mean, look how black my hair is there in that photo. Okay, that's myself there. Yeah, as a little kid. Wow, and my great-grandma, yeah. So my hair's been black from a very young age. Well, I forgot about that. God, that's almost been 9. So, and that's Amanda and myself. Mum's got the original, but that's Amanda and myself. That's in Castle Hill. So that's in Castle Hill at Jamboree. That's myself behind Amanda, doubling, piggybacking on the horse. So my hair's been black for a very, very long time. Yeah, since a little kid. That's why I show those photos. That's me when I had it shaved on top, but it actually is naturally wavy as well, by the way. My hair is naturally wavy hair. But as a baby, I look completely different. From a baby to a toddler to growing up, every photo is different. It's like, because, and I don't see this being a problem. Like, when people seem to be clones of the whole self their entire life, I think that's creepy. It's like, oh my God, you haven't changed. Like, you had the same adult face when you were 4. It's like, wow, freak. But not everyone's like, here we go, this is what I'm talking about. So this photo here. Okay. So that is me. That's my baby toddler hair. And that's my mum, Carol Purdy. And that's my twin sister, Amanda Lee Fleming. But if you have a look here, that's what I keep saying to people. But my roots started going black. when I was young. That's my natural. It wasn't dye blonde. Like, I know that I know what you're doing is a scam. So I know the lies that are being said. So I know what's being said. I know you guys are doing a scam. It's a full-on scam that you've dragged me into, which involves government workers. So I know you're doing a scam. But that's Carol Ann Purdy, my mother, when she was young. So she's in her 20s there, with my twin sister, Amanda Lee Fleming, and myself, Justin Mark Fleming. That's how I looked as a little baby. And I'll show you. So I know there's a scam going on, and I think you're very sick people with your scam. But it's a government scam. Wait till it goes to a Supreme Court. But I said we own land in the suburbs, because we did just own land in the suburbs. Here's me in the paddock. That's me on my motorbike. See that? We owned acres of land in the suburbs in a built-up area. That's me as a kid. Black hair again. But the descriptions that people come up me at, they didn't relate to me. What was described wasn't my upbringing. Wasn't even what I was like. The description of Shane Childs was very apparent, especially when it came to his upbringing with his Uncle Denny. Like, this is also me when I'm about 11 or something. Oh my God, by the way, have a look there. See in the photo? Can you see that? See that timber wooden box there? I've got that still. Okay, let me show you. I'm going to do this. So my belongings were brought up, but they're belongings that I've had since a kid. And here's the photo. That's me in my bedroom at Mum's. I must be about 11 in that photo. And that box there in the background, that's this box here. See? So, like, that's the thing. So the photos, like, so what people said in the last 11 years, I'm like, doesn't match photos. There's stuff there in my bedroom at my mum's when I'm 11. That's me, an 11-year-old. And there's that antique box. Like, so everything, like, I've actually found, like, so many photos of me growing up. Where's the soda bottles? Oh, there's Jason Priestley on the wall. It's my Alf. But you'll see, oh my God, there's my art. See that there? If you have a look there, see that? Hanging out of the bookshelf. The art book for me to do my drawings on there. Is there records in the background there? It should be. My filing cabinet. See, as a kid, I had a filing cabinet, office. That's my bedroom. I might take a photo of that. If you zoom up into it. So, there we go. There. Like, so again, as I've said to people, like even government workers, what you're saying in the last 11 years isn't matching documented facts. This is a photograph of me, about 11. This is documented facts. Okay? That shows that you lied. There's that. Like, it's just showing that you guys are just lying. And there's so much more. Oh, hang on. Another example of that is, hang on, let me show you my school photo. This is me this is my last school photo taken at St. Aidan's Roman Catholic School in 1989. You can see. And this is St. Aidan's Roman Catholic School. And that's our full uniform. So that's our summer uniform. That's our full uniform. That's Father O'Grady in the centre. And this is me in 1992 when I still had the mole on my nose. So again, jet black hair. Jet black hair. That's me. 1992. And in year 9, this is me in year 9 in 1994. Again, jet black hair. That's not what I wanted to show. But it's just like, that's the thing. I've been, like, for the last 11 years, I'm like, everything. Oh, here's me at the Powerhouse. So in 1999, I worked at the Powerhouse. So even the Powerhouse, it's because my mum opens her mouth. I'm like, Mum, you're talking about 30 years ago. They don't remember me. Like, a description someone had from the Powerhouse had me with a different hair color again. I'm like, oh, no, you're talking about that guy that worked there, like, briefly. The guy who worked in a bar, or this other person. I'm like, well, who are you? So, exactly. Because I was only there a year. I'm not from the area. I'm not born in the area. I'm not raised in the area. I live there temporary, and all I'm getting is through. That's me. It's like, oh, okay. Do you remember me? Probably not. That's me. I'm the one that looked like a wog. That's me. That's myself in 1999 when I was working at the powerhouse in Tamworth. That's me. So what people have as descriptions don't look like me at all. That's me. Okay? Wasn't blonde. Would have been dark. That's me as a 19-year-old. So when I've heard so much bullshit, it's like, well, you're not describing me. I can tell you're not describing me because what you've described doesn't even match photos. And by the way, this is my father. See that man there? That's Mark Ian Fleming, the builder. That's my dad. See his long hair that comes all the way down to his arms? And that's Carol Purdy. That's my mum when she was younger. That's Mark Fleming and Carol Purdy as teenagers. So we're going, but this just keeps circling back around. It's like we're going to circle back around again. You organisations have got wrong information. I'm paying for it. No, I'm not paying for it. I've said it for 11 years. We're going to go again because we're not going to get anywhere until you start reimbursing me damages and leave my life. I didn't involve these organisations. Okay, you've got it wrong information. By the way, this Italian-looking guy here, which everyone's like, oh, that guy looks Italian. Justin said that's his grandfather. That is my dad's father. That is Stanley Fleming. There you go. So he was an old man. This photo's taken in 1977. He was old there. 1977. That's Linda. That's Dad's younger sister, Aunt Linda. That's the mother of Christy Cerrone, my cousin Christy Cerrone. That's her mother. That's Ruby. That's my grandmother. They're my grandparents. That's Stanley and Ruby Fleming. That's Linda Fleming, who married Tony Pincham. That's my family. I've been saying this for years. You guys keep identifying me as a different person. That's who I'm related to. You keep identifying me as somebody else. So you've got New South Wales Police identifying me as someone else. Well done. And it's like, oh, but we've got your name here and your birthday. I'm like, yeah, but you've got a description of a different person attached to it. Like, you've been gathering information from unreliable sources and attaching it to my profile. And then you're still trying to cover your ass because you've made negligent mistakes. Huge negligent mistakes. Again, this is my parents' wedding photo. That's my dad's parents. It's mum and dad and my dad's parents above. So that's my dad's parents. That's Ruby and Stanley Fleming, Mark Fleming and my mum Carol Purdy, or my name's Fleming, her first husband. Her second husband's Rackley. And then here they are again with my mum's parents. So here they are again. And that's my mum's parents at the wedding. So that's Lola and Reg Purdy. Yeah. Anyway, that's them. I want to get these blown up, those photos. All right. I've already shown photos of Dad. So, because if you actually knew who I was related to, like Dad Mark Fleming, you wouldn't be carrying on like this. It's ridiculous. As you know, I'll keep going with this for a second and keep it under 15 if I can. It's government work is scam. Like, you've got wrong information, you want to correct wrong information, you cause negligence, and now you don't want to pay damages. I mean, that's what we've got. It's like, okay, but the more you keep this going because you're relying on false information, the more damage you've caused and the more money you're up for instead of just correcting it 11 years ago. By the way, that's my father, Mark Ian Fleming, and that's his long-term partner, Annette Craven, that he had before Debbie and after my mother. So Debbie Mackay is my younger sister's mother. Annette was in between. So Annette's his actually Annette was very suited for Dad. Annette Craven is Dad's long-term partner. She had a photography studio in Penrith. Annette was the long-term partner that my father had after my mother. So when Carol Ann Purdy, his wife, then he divorced her and went with Annette Craven. And then in 1993, Annette and him separated. And he ended up having a brief sexual encounter, whatever it was, and got Debbie pregnant. Anyway. But, yeah. And this is Dad's... Where's the other one of Dad's sister? All right. That's Amanda, but I'm going to show you... That's Sandra. That's Dad's older sister who died. So when everyone talks about the look, that's Sandra Fleming, who married Barry Johnson. That's Dad's older sister. Right there, the one that I even had... I had some South African guy said, oh, she looks Italian. Oh. So she just looks like a Fleming, basically. Like she just looks like, you know, my auntie Sandra Fleming. Well, you know, Sandra Johnson. She married Barry Johnson. Where's the one I'm looking for? Quickly, well, there's others, but I'm not going to do a massive big thing again because I wanted to keep it on the 15. Just wanted to show Shane, Sandra's son. So you saw Sandra. This is her son. He looks like a Fleming. But that's 1990. He looks different now. That's taken in 1998, his engagement to Rachel. I mean, he looks Egyptian or Italian or whatever. Like, that's him. That's still my cousin. So you're going to find that we either look like Wogs or German. Like, there's some side that look like really German looking, which they do. Or, well, cousin Jeffrey, who looks like he's Austrian. Or then this. It's all the Fleming side. Like, you have a look at the Fleming. The whole Fleming side of the Fleming look like they're ethnic. It's not done deliberate. It's just, you know, just our DNA from our pop. From our nan and pop, basically. So this is not other people's photos. It's not other people's kids. This is, in actual fact, that is myself, Justin Mark Fleming, wearing my high tops. That is Amanda Lee Fleming, my twin sister. This is Mark Ian Fleming, my father. We're going to a barbecue. This photo was taken by Annette Craven, his partner. Okay? It's about 1990. That's how my dad would dress for a barbecue. Very classy man, polo shirts, you know, dress pants, dress shoes. Look at the gold on him. That's my dad. Look at the gold on his fingers. Okay, we'll zoom in. Look at the gold jewelry and gold bracelets. So I've said to people, you have this wrong. That's my father. There. That's my dad, the builder. Right there. I've been saying this for that long now to people saying, well, you've got descriptions wrong. You've got upbringings wrong. You have, you know, descriptions, information, everything that you have is wrong. It's not related to me, and I'm telling you who it's related to. You have here. This is us down the road from, this is at Ettalong Beach. That's my dad, Mark Ian Fleming. Okay, there. That's his dog Heifer. That's down the road from Nan's place, from his mother's house, from our family holiday house, 23 Bangalow Street, Ettalong Beach, the house on the beach. Okay? Yeah, we grew up on the beach. Okay, we didn't have one area that we grew up in because our parents divorced in different houses. My dad owns his house, my mum owns hers. We grew up with other family members. This is fucked up, you people. And you're still taking information from mum. Why? Like, why are you taking information from my mother? Like, for fuck's sakes. She's just lied her fucking ass off since 2015. Wouldn't be surprised if she was the one that took the money out of my bank account. This photo here, okay, this is inside the family room. This is taken in December 1995. That's Mark Fleming, my father, the builder. That's his newborn daughter, Sky Sheridan Fleming, who's now 30 as of last year. That's Amanda Lee Fleming. That's myself, Justin Mark Fleming. 1995. This is outside that room, on the outside, as you can see. Okay, this is the outside. Okay, this is, again, this is December 1996. Sky Fleming is now 1. That's her there as a baby. That's her as a 1-year-old. Very similar hair to how mine was, isn't it, as a toddler? Very dead, straight, blonde hair. When she grew up, her hair was very big, matted, frizzy, dark, curly hair. When she lost her toddler hair, when she lost her baby hair, her hair went very similar to like although hers is a lot thicker than mine, she's very Fleming to look at. Sky's very Fleming to look at. There's Dad, Mark Ian Fleming, Sky Sheridan Fleming, and his older sister, Sandra Fleming, taken in December 1996. Now, they're my family members. So if you start looking at that, enough of the bullshit. I'm literally for this is fucking me dead. Oh, what we're gonna? I didn't sign up for any Truman Show, people. I didn't sign up to be surveillanced. Oh god, this is bad enough by December 2016. You know? Yeah, I didn't sign up for your bullshit. So we've got damages to be paid. By the way, the modelling photos of me, it's all there on social media. But here we go. That's me. That's me. That's Justin Brooks, by the way. But that's me, Justin Fleming. I had my hair straightened for that photo. That's me. That's Lauren from Illegal Lengths. And the photo. Okay. Fuck it. So I always did modelling. like my entire life until I got older. Basically, well, not my entire life, but when I was growing up. So there we go. Okay, that's me. That's Lauren. Lauren straightened in my hair. That's me winning the award in modelling. Lauren. So I was the model. That's Lauren. I don't know who the sidekick was there. Okay, there. Like I really can. That's me in 1999. Can speak for myself. Well, and back it up. Now, we've got 11 years with mental health organisations and these reach out and, support networks. No, I don't need any of this. I need exactly what I asked for. So I don't need any people groups, organisations. If I want to catch up with someone, let's call them. What I need is you're paying me my money back. Yep, you're going to pay me every cent. So you're going to pay me what it's cost me in damages, pain and suffering, reckless endangerment of my health due to wrong diagnosis. There was not one thing wrong with me before 2015. There was a few health issues that I was looking at getting investigated. Okay, as a green card holder, as a permanent resident of America, that these health conditions flared up after that, not before. So in 2015, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a break and figure out what's going on. Now, you can pay me every cent that's cost me, including you stopped my return to work at Star Casino. So you've got unpaid salary. You've got my savings of whatever. I can show you all my savings accounts. I've got all the documents, 200,000 there. Okay. Or the recent, at least the recent one, you want to go, but depreciation and this. Okay, well, the recent one that you cost me all the money in America, 80,000 American. So it's still at least around, well, back then it was at half. So still looking at about 160,000 Australian. I don't care, you can pay me that. You're going to pay me something back what you've cost me in the last 11 years. Assets, my car, my BMW, furniture, clothing, things that I'm missing. Everything I've worked hard for. Pain and suffering, okay, and reckless endangerment to my health. You're going to start with that. Loss of salary, the savings, assets, and belongings, and you're going to pay it. Because the thing is, you people, groups, and organisations actually broke laws in my life since 2015, and you caused the injuries, health conditions, and damages that I have to live with to date.